Okay, here we are kicking off December. Is anybody out think it's totally surreal that it's December? Like January 2017 is right around the corner. Crazy. Anyway, we are in December. December can be kind of a tricky month. It can be a crazy month full of business, or it can be also a tricky time because everybody's so busy and maybe the shipping cut off, whatever. But the thing to keep in mind is there are lots of people that work their UBAM business. And some people are doing it as a hobby, and other people like me are doing it as a career, and I need this money to pay my bills. And you know what? I still have to pay my mortgage in December. That doesn't go away. So I still need to be in business in December. So the saying goes, you can take a holiday, but not a hol a month. And even if you are a part-timer, even if you're just a hobbyist, I will highly, highly encourage you to not just take December completely off, because I will guarantee you it will be really, really hard to get yourself up and running again in January. And everything that you've worked so hard for and started to build can really take a back seat. So the key is to stay consistent. And what that looks like, it just might look a little bit different in December. So I have a couple of things here for you that I'm going to share today. The first one is our Lunch Bunch training on Thursday. Sean did a great job in giving you lots of creative ideas for December sales. Check out our home office challenges this month. For me, it's always a given. I need to hit home office challenge 2. That's my base that I set for myself. Because by establishing that consistency, that's how I got to where I am. I just promoted to director, if you didn't see that. And the reason that that's really happened is because of a lot of different factors. But the key is I've always stayed consistent, and that's always been my benchmark. You can set your benchmark to whatever it's going to be, or if you don't even know what your benchmark should be, talk to your leader about it, and we'll help you establish that. But for me, it's just a given. I want to earn everything there is, because why not take all the free stuff? So home office challenge 2 is what I need to do, and so that's $2,000 in sales. And so my sales need to look a little creative because shipping cutoff is kind of hit for me. So I might not be booking a lot of Facebook parties. So now I'm going to look to some alternatives. So that Lunch Bunch training is there, full of great ideas. The other thing about December is it does kind of give me a natural break. So I do take a little bit of time off from selling. I try to get my sales in early in the month, but there are other very crucial business activities that you can do to really boost your business forward and set you up for a strong 2017. Our December team challenge, thanks to the Nancy Ann Wortman for this great idea, is the 12 tasks of UBAM, and you're going to see different graphics and things posting on that over the coming weeks, and they are just little nuggets of tips that will kind of keep your business moving forward. The third thing for me is I usually use this time to focus on organization and education. And those you'll see a little bit in the 12 tasks of UBAM. But for instance, some of my business activities involve baking Christmas cookies. And some of these were for my holiday clearance open house that I do every December. But others of these I am sending to the fabulous Dana Grieve, who is one of our Dare to Dream leaders. And she is deployed right now. She is in Texas on some training, and then they will get a few days home with their families for Christmas, and that before she heads off to Kuwait. So I'm sending her and her friends down there some Christmas cookies. Is that income producing? No, but it's a part of what I do because I care about people, and that's what we are at UBAM. We're kind of a family. Through thick and thin, there's some tough times right now, but we're family, and so we take care of our people. And so the trick is to balance your UBAM activities with income producing UBAM activities. So I always start with UBAM or the income producing activities first, and then I do this stuff. But I make a list of this stuff because this is what I'm really excited about and what's really fun. So it makes me get my income producing activities, which might be something that I kind of have to eat the frog to do. But then I get to move to that. The other thing that I'm really excited about is I actually love to read. Go figure, I'm in this business. But there's some people that join this business that don't love to read, and that's okay too. So for me, this is my December, January kind of off-selling season list. So I've got 5 books that I'm working on reading. One is the Coactive Coaching Model. I think this has been really key in helping me work with my team and helping them to believe in themselves, even in really difficult circumstances, and really helping people get at the fact of, what do you really want? Maybe you're just doing this business as a hobby. I know that's how I started. I was just a discount buyer until someone evoked the vision in me of what is possible. And holy buckets, my life is drastically different because of it. So that's one of them. The next one is taking people with you. This was another one that was recommended to me, and it's really a book about leadership. And right now, that's a huge part of what I do, especially now being a director, is leading other people. My personal business is actually going down to a smaller percentage of what I spend my UBAM time doing. So taking people with you, I'm taking all of you with me. Woohoo! Okay, the next one is selling it softly. So I know to get my business the way to where I want it to be, recruiting and building a team is where it's at. I hate that word recruiting. And so I really have liked this book. I've kind of started reading all of these and I just haven't finished them. But I love this because selling it softly, it's not about selling something. Nobody wants to feel like a pushy salesman saying, join my team, join my team. We really want it to come about organically and naturally and feel like we're really helping people rather than doing something about getting what we want. And so that's what she has some really great words and ideas on. The next one, I earned this as a home office challenge a while back. I've gotten partway through it. It's traveled on several airplanes with me, but Direct Selling for Dummies. Really breaks down these activities that we do. It's not rocket science, but it just takes systems and actually doing it. Eating the frog sometimes because we might not want to, but just doing it. And so really excited about just kind of going back to the basics. And the last one, probably the most important one, is called The One Thing. And you know, I said I kind of already started all of these books. This book is the one that kicked me in the pants and said, stop it. Don't keep doing 5 things at once because you're not getting anywhere. And I'm not. I've got 5 partially read books. So The One Thing. We think we're amazing multitaskers, especially as parents, as moms. You know, we're constantly doing multiple things at once, but are we actually doing anything well? This one really nails it, and I love it. So part of what my accountability is my focus over the next 5 weeks is to read one of these books, and I'm going to give you a book report on it. And if you want to join me, you sure can. So if you want, this is going to be the first one that I start out with. And I know I've already debriefed some of this a little bit, but I haven't finished it. As you can see, I'm still only partway through. So, first book up is The One Thing. So if you'd like to join me reading this, you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever you buy books. I don't know, not from us. Or download it on your Kindle if you're that kind of person, whatever all those other devices are called. But I will be reading this week. So if anybody wants to join me, would love to have you join me. I'll give you a little report on this next week. But those are some of the things for December, because we really want to keep our business moving. But just by doing a few things, it will make so much difference. But one of the things you're going to see in the tasks of UBAM is to take consecutive days off. We want you to have time off to celebrate your family. We want you to have time off to just relax because you know what? You deserve that break. But the key is to making a plan about when you're going to take that time off and when you're going to keep working. And the work can be fun. The work can be exciting. The work can be different in December than it might be the rest of the year. So the key is just making a plan and then sticking to it. So thanks for listening to me ramble a little bit. Stay tuned to our team Facebook page for the 12 tasks of UBAM. And of course, if you want to join me on my first book, I'll be posting on this a little bit later. But thanks so much, guys. We will be in touch. Bye.